Hey everybody, Lowell Smith here. I wanted to take just a minute and talk about the awesome Wheels of Time baggage cars that we had done for us. Everybody loves them. I love them. It's the best 72-foot heavyweight baggage car on the market. We all know it. But I found something a few years ago when I did the American Freedom Train that I thought, if I could just fix this one thing. And let me show you what that is. Okay, so years ago, about 12, 15 years ago, when we produced the American Freedom Train, one of the cars in the American Freedom Train was the style of car that only Wheels of Time made. Had the radial full round roof, 72 feet, and it was one of the storage cars or whatever the use was for the Freedom Train. But for the American Freedom Train, we had to put the stripes on the doors. They're one of the amazing, awesome designs. This car is so smartly designed. The different doors go in place depending on the prototype, what they had. So we had stripes through the doors. Well, the nice thing is we can put the stripes on the doors, but the doors open and the doors close. And of course, we love that. But typically, the car doors are closed when they're going down the track. And if they could get a little bit cattywampus, and then the lines don't line up. And that bugged me. So I loved having the prototype, but at the end of the day, I had to be able to have the lines line up because some of these were never going to come out of the package, and to have the lines crooked. So I'm showing this on the American Freedom Train piece because it's clear, and I'm going to show you on a couple others for this current release. But let me show you the simple fix. I know many of you have already got this figured out. You've already done it. But for those of you who haven't, let me show you how easy this is. We'll take the car. I like to use fingernails because fingernails make it real easy to not hurt the plastic, right? Don't need a different tool. So we use a fingernail. The roof pops right off. Okay, that's so nice. Then we have full access to see the doors and their slides. And if we turned it upside down, they would come right out. But they didn't come out because this is what I did. I took each one of these and I took Elmer's glue. We love Elmer's glue. We don't want a lot of it. We put a drop of Elmer's glue on each door and then smear like so. Okay, then you get that. You make sure you wipe your hands when you're done doing that, and then you let it dry. You pop the lid right back on, and boom, you can. And if you wanted someday to come back and have the doors be able to open, guess what? It's Elmer's glue, and it's not going to hurt the surface as long as you only use a little bit. See how that pops right back on there? This car, he did a great job designing this car. Now let me show you the same thing on one of our cars that we just had produced for Rail Smith that Wheels of Time did. See how cool it is? They open up, but they can, that's really cool if we're doing that at the station and you're modeling the guys loading the cars, right? And there's nobody else that does that. So that's cool to be able to do that. But most of the time we're going down the track. So I'm going to take my fingernail just right underneath that roof. We're going to pop that off. Now in this case, this is fresh out. This is brand new in the box. I'm going to put my fingers here and you'll see those doors will just pop right out like that. So I don't want them to do that. I just wanted to show you how loose they are, how wonderful that is. We're going to put those right back in there. Okay, we're going to put those right back in there. We're going to take Elmer's glue. You're going to see this real easy here on this because it's a black surface. I'm going to put a drop and a drop. Oh, and a drop and a drop. Now, again, the importance of this to me is so that the lines, painted lines on the door line up. Now we're going to make sure the doors are closed. I'm going to take my finger. I'm just going to rub it. It's going to smear that little bit of glue because you don't want a bubble, you don't want a bead of glue. And again, when I'm done with that, what am I going to do? I'm going to wipe my fingers. Okay, So that's all there is to it. Then the lid goes right back on. The roof goes right back on, just like that, and that's all there is to it. It pops, it snaps. These cars are great. Now, again, an amazing car. And for those of you, if that bothers you with those lines getting skewed because the doors are opening, that's a simple fix. So some of the cars have solid doors per the prototype, but it's the same thing for me. The door could also, in this sense, we have a line of the trim on the outside of the door. So I want that to also line up. So I can pop that roof right off. There it is. I'll put it right there so you can see it. I'm going to put a drop of glue, a drop. You know, and when it's all said and done, I run my trains. I love to operate my railroad. And I love it to be able to have a door that opens if I want it open in my station where they're handling baggage for a photo or whatever. But when it's said and done, these things are running down the track. And those doors, we don't see doors like that open. Now, it's going to be smart to let this dry before I put the roof back on. But if I didn't, remember, it's Elmer's glue. So we love Elmer's glue for stuff like that. So anyway, that's what I wanted to show you. We love these cars. We're just blessed to be able to get them. Here's one of the purple ones for the Atlantic coastline. They're just awesome. Again, the design is superb on these. And so that's just a little trick that I know a lot of you know, but some of you might not. And so I just wanted to share that with you today. And so that's it. It's just that easy. And I know that you're all enjoying these cars. We are so blessed to have them. Colors match perfectly with the Railsmith trains. And we'll see you down the track next time. Thanks for watching.